Welcome back. We're here at Ledyard Bank in their new London branch, and joining me now is Wally Borgen with the Kearsarge Food Pantry. Hello, Wally.
Hello, how are you, Lynn?
Very well.
Good.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for asking.
Well, it's a big time of year for the food pantry. It's got to be.
It is, and our food pantry is fabulous. I mean, they provide food for people in our Kearsarge Sunapee region. And so it's quite a large area.
It is, right, because we really stretch over into the Newport area, etc. People don't think of that when they hear Kearsarge and Sunapee, but that's where a lot of the need is.
Correct. And, you know, we go to Sutton and Andover. I mean, so it's a large...
All the way east of Andover.
It's a large area.
It is a large area.
And we are open for anyone who needs us on Wednesday evenings from 5 to 7 and on Saturdays from 10 to 12.
And this is at the Presbyterian Church?
No, it's at the Baptist Church.
Oh, it's at the Baptist Church.
Yep.
Oh, well, there's so many churches involved. That's wonderful.
There are.
Okay.
And this, the food pantry is in the back side on the first level of the Baptist Church. They have their own entrance, and it's very, very safe and very private.
And it's private, absolutely.
Yep.
That's super.
And anyone who's in need is certainly welcome. And it's really one of the best equipped and supplied pantries in the area.
That's super.
So we're very lucky to have supporting people in our towns.
We have a generous community here, yes, and you have a neat, fairly new initiative that's coming out of the Presbyterian Church, which is why I mentioned that.
Right.
Feed the Freezer.
Feed the Freezer. This is wonderful. And it was 6 years ago that one of our members decided that we had this wonderful commercial kitchen and we weren't using it enough. And so she decided that we should have this Feed the Freezer program where we get together, a bunch of us get together, we cook a meal, we package the meal in containers, we put them in a freezer at church. The next day we have one of our members who comes in, takes the frozen packages out and delivers them to different pantries.
That's such a good idea.
So here are complete meals for Thanksgiving. A number of us did an entire turkey dinner. So we had 2 turkeys in the oven. We made mashed potatoes and string beans and stuffing, put them in the containers, and it was enough for 2 people, and made 30 of them.
That's so special and so easy for the people that are on the receiving end.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing to go get canned goods and bread, but then you have to make it.
Right.
This is so easy. It's probably designed to just reheat in the oven. Am I right?
It is. And so there are a lot of people who aren't able to cook.
Absolutely.
The older folks that are just don't have the ability anymore. And so this provides them with the ability to do that. But now this is the exciting part. There's now a church in Vermont doing it for their food pantries. They learned of ours, and so they're doing a Feed the Freezer over there. Colby Sawyer College has now gotten into the picture. They are doing Feed the Freezer containers for a number of different pantries as well. And Proctor Academy approached us and said, can we help? And so now we're all of a sudden just branching out. And how exciting is that to be able to come up with a program, and Janet Paulson was the one who came up with the idea, and to really be able to spread it all over the place.
Wow, and it all started here. That's terrific. And food is fun. You get a couple friends together and you start cooking, and it goes by so fast.
Oh, it does. And what's really nice is that for me, I get to meet some new people in the congregation who said, oh, I'd like to help you. And all of a sudden you're talking to these people, and by the time you finish cooking for an hour and a half, you know more about them, and now all of a sudden they have become a part of your life. Instead of just that person that sits over in that pew over there on Sunday mornings.
What a great initiative, and I love seeing the young people getting involved too.
Yep, we have high school kids that are now doing it, and which is great.
It is, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that's a great program, and the food pantry, that's been going on for many, many years. Feed the Freezer is a little bit newer, but so many avenues to get food to the hungry people in our area.
And as I tell my students at Colby Sawyer, I think hungry children are just, this country shouldn't have them.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, you're starting to help make that be a thing of the past.
Right.
So very good. Well, good. We've got information up on the screen, website, phone numbers for people to get in touch with if they wanted to volunteer or donate to either initiative. So best wishes.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on today.
Okay.
Take care.